Hey there, Ryan Waheb here on a very, very hot summer night here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. As you can see, I just took a big gulp of water and some of it landed here. In this heat, it'll probably be dry about 5 minutes into the video, but we'll see. And today in this video, funnily enough, we're going to be talking about the 1-3 profile in human design, something I call the inspector leadership archetype of all of the 12 profiles of the human design system. And it is made up of 2 energies, the 1 energy, which in human design is called the investigator, and the 3 energy, which in human design is called the martyr. We're going to dive all into what that all means. First, I just want to remind you about our giveaway. We are giving away a human design leadership session every 300 subscribers right now. That might change as channel growth continues to speed up. But right now, every 300 subscribers, it is a 90-minute session with me that you get to go dive deep into your human design energetic leadership style. And we go into your type, how you're designed to make decisions, how you're designed to use your natural gifts and talents so that you can be a better leader and better collaborate with those around you. So if that interests you, hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Every comment you leave gives you another chance to win, and we're going to choose a random subscriber when we hit the at every 300 subscribers. So good luck. Let's dive into the video. So this 1-3 profile in human design. If you're familiar with human design, that is the investigator martyr. And the investigator martyr is a kind of dubious term, this martyr energy. And a lot of people that see that word and have this 3 in their profile can start to feel like a victim, because that's how the world sees you, but you are far from a victim. And there's a reason I call you the inspector leadership archetype. So this is an energy you carry as a 1-3 because you are like a home inspector, specifically inspecting the foundation of a home, the integrity of a home, the integrity of a building. You are the one that makes sure we're safe, that we're not building society on a faulty foundation. And one thing I always say about the 1-3s is you don't make mistakes, you find mistakes. You're not the one that makes them. We're living in them, and we're swimming in mistakes. We're building on faulty foundations of conditioning that is antiquated and old, and ancestral momentum and ancestral trauma and collective trauma that we keep passing down from generation to generation. We're building on a faulty foundation. So any mistakes you make is you poking that faulty foundation, finding the holes in the foundation, finding the parts of the structure that are not safe to continue to build on. Now, what does the home inspector do? The home inspector, understands a lot of laws and integrity of how structures have been set up to this point, what makes them safe, what makes them unsafe. That's the investigator part of the profile. The other thing the inspector does is through trial and error, through poking, through hitting walls, testing different things in testing light switches, testing water, testing the integrity of the structure using different tools and measurement tools. So that's the 3, the bumping into. So the 3 energy, which is called the martyr, is actually that trial and error energy, that energy of bumping into the world to see what doesn't work. You are here to find all the mistakes, to point them out so that other people can do something about it, because that's one thing the inspector doesn't do. The inspector does not do the work. They don't fix the foundation. They write up a slip and they let everyone know this is what's not working, this is what we should, we need to do something about this. And then the other leadership styles, the other types can come in, the other profiles can come in to do something about it. So it's such a foundational profile. Out of the 12 profiles, you are the foundation. If you're watching this video on a 1-3, you are here to investigate on one side and experiment on the other, to really understand how the world works, how it's not working well, and to find the ways it can work better. Now, because of that, as a child, or even now, whatever age you are watching this, you may have gotten scolded, made fun of, put down, judged by peers, by parents, by teachers, for making mistakes all the time, for being clumsy, for whatever, for having different ways of trying to do things, for getting hurt more often. And if you let that get to you, that can really take you out of your genius. If that did get to you, and as a child, especially as a child, a 1-3 child really, really needs to be encouraged to learn through experimentation and make mistakes. So if you as a child were not, and you made a lot of mistakes and you were punished for it, you would have learned a lot of protection patterns in your nervous system that are now on autopilot to prevent you from doing what you're naturally good at, from bumping into the world, from making mistakes, or like I say, finding them. And, you know, doing things multiple times in order to find the best way to do it, finding all the wrong ways to do it. Again, because you're finding the holes in the foundation of society. It's such a gift, you know, without you in the world, we would be building on faulty foundations and it would be crumbling all the time. You help the world make progress. You help the collective make progress. So this is really about stepping back into your creativity, knowing that consciously you're going to want to investigate, and your brain might have you over investigate before you actually take action, before you go experience the world, especially if you had a hard time as a child with the trial and error part of your upbringing. But it's really important to follow your body's wisdom in the human design system, the strategy and authority, to guide you when to investigate and when to move out into the world and take action, and to rebuild your relationship with quote unquote failure, to bring some levity to it again, to let it be fun, to let life be an adventure, an experiment that you're laughing and learning. And if you're still surrounded by people who don't support that and don't encourage that, it might be time to think about changing environment and really getting, or maybe not changing, but, you know, adding in a new community or new friends, or looking, but most of all, looking within to look at the ways you judge yourself. One of the biggest challenges a 1-3 can have, if they had some tough times growing up, is they can become very pessimistic and self-deprecating. So it's first to be gentle with yourself for growing up in a society that, and with people who wanted the best for you. Maybe, you know, in most cases, I like to assume the best, but maybe they didn't, but they did the best they could given their capacity and what they went through in their lives. And often I find that caregivers do the best they can and want you to be safe and don't want you to make mistakes because they don't understand the power in it. And to be gentle with yourself for all the ways that you've now pulled back your creativity, pulled back the way you are designed to poke and play with the world and tip things over and make things fall down and bump into stuff, and in order to learn and grow and help the world learn and grow, to be gentle, to be compassionate, to breathe into the fear, to give yourself some time to be present in the body and out of the head and all the ways that your mind has learned to try to be safe and to do it right and to do it correctly, to let yourself off the hook, to be gentle when you don't do it correctly, to even find, starting with the gentleness and acceptance, accepting that it's hard to be gentle, and then accepting that, wow, I'm designed to quote unquote do this thing I've been judging myself for and trying so hard not to do. Start to maybe just be a little mischievous, just poke a little bit around and play in safe, when you're around people that are safe, and to let that come back out again. And in the moments where it's too scary to do that, to be gentle, because the behavior change is rooted in self-compassion and self-gentleness. You have to slow down the firing of that mechanism, of that autopilot defense mechanism, before you can change it. And slowing it down requires gentleness. So hopefully this resonated with you. If you're a 1-3 or know a 1-3 in your life, if you know a 1-3 in your life, be gentle with them. They are badass. They are powerful. The inspector archetype, you know, coming with their clipboard, finding what doesn't work, knocking on walls and investigating, making sure they understand how things have run up until now and the best integrity to move forward with. Really, really powerful archetype. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Just one quick reminder, we are doing that giveaway. All you got to do to enter is subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button. The more videos you comment on, the more chances you'll have to win. And we are picking a random subscriber every 300 subscribers to win a human design leadership session for 90 minutes to look at human design through the lens of leadership, career, purpose, and business, to help you apply your design to your daily life. So thanks for watching. Hopefully this video really supported you, and I hope you have a beautiful day.